It's tea time with the ProNoun, the fastest moving golf show on the planet. Get the latest in local and national golf news with guests from around the world and around Central New York. Now it's tea time with the ProNoun, sponsored by CH Insurance on News Radio 570 WSYR on 106.9 FM and live everywhere on iHeartRadio.
York, we have someone back in the studio, was on not on vacation, on business last week. He's back in the throne. Our co-host, Joe Convertino Jr. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning. Good to see you live. I can finally look you in the eye.
I know, but listen, it works with Zoom, doesn't it?
I like it. But I like it, but I like looking you in the eye sometimes.
I know. Yeah, okay. That's a good idea. We'll be looking at each other's eyes for a lot. At least you're going to be in town for the next week.
I love it.
All right, I have a quick shout-out because we have a lot of guests today we got to get to. But I have a quick shout-out. I'm in Panera's the other morning doing the show, getting the lineup ready for the show. A gentleman comes over to me, very well-built, elderly gentleman, looked really cool. And he says, may I ask you a question? I said, sure, go ahead. He says, I've been looking at your hands. He says, looks like those hands have been working hands. He said, over the years. He said, do you mind if I ask you what you do?
What?
Yes.
You say you were in construction or a mason?
I don't know. I said, well, they've had some experiences that are pretty cool. He said, well, here, tell my wife about it. He brings his wife over. He's a former policeman, New York State trooper. His name is Tom Williams, and his wife, Jean. And we strike up a conversation for 10 or 15 minutes about my career, about talking about him. He's from Cortland, New York. I wanted to give him a quick shout out.
Is he a golfer?
No, he doesn't play that much. But he knows some people there in Cortland at the golf courses. Yeah, the family that play. All right, thank you, Tom, for coming over. That was a wonderful conversation. Now, Joe, on the line, we have our first guest. This is the GOAT. Do you know what the GOAT is, folks? GOAT. That's the greatest of all time. If anybody says he's the GOAT or she's the GOAT, they're the greatest of all time.
There's no way he's playing today. Who? It's freezing out there.
Who?
I don't know. Our next guest.
Do not ever underestimate our next guest. This is pancake weather for him. I know what he's been out in over the last 16 years because our next guest has a brand new record for New York State golfers. December 1st was the 192nd consecutive month that he has played golf in Central New York. Our GOAT in Central New York golf lore, Mr. Ken Walzak. Good morning.
Okay, good morning. That's a pretty big build-up. Thank you.
Now, come on, Ken.
Where's the drum roll
that's
for
pretty
that?
Cool.
Really? Yeah, thank you.
Ken, what time are you playing today? We want to know. It's got to continue.
No. I got December in. I'm taking a break today.
Okay.
You're taking a break? Oh, well, all right. We'll give you a break today but you knew that you had to get it in December 1st, didn't you?
Yeah, the forecast didn't look good. December 1st wasn't bad, and then after the 1st, actually it snowed and hasn't stopped. It's been on and off, but it's just been building up.
Listen, quickly, tell Joe the story about it was February 27th or 28th, and you called me and you said, Perry, I can't do it today. Go on from there.
Yeah, I think it was the 27th. I said, I don't think I can make it. It's too snowy out there. It's too much snow. And you egged me on and said, yeah, you have to. You got people watching, waiting, listening. So on the 28th, I went out in snowshoes and climbed up the west course at Drummond's and played a bunch of holes up top. It was all windblown. You could see the fairway in a couple spots, but I got it in.
Now, do you play 9 or at least one hole? What's your goal or objective? So he has to play 9. Wow.
Yeah, self-inflicted rules.
Yeah, but listen, he says, I egged him on. I didn't exactly
You motivate him, Perry.
I demanded that he went out.
Wow.
I didn't egg him on. Come on, Ken. I said, don't you dare allow this record to be broken today. I said, you figure out a way. He sends me a photograph of a it wasn't a flag, it was a stick, a branch, right in the hole with shovels. They shoveled. Who was with you?
The Pete McFarland had shoveled part of the green down below on the 18th hole on the West course, and then had a snowmobile and said, "If you need help getting up there, I'll take you up." I said, "No, I think I have to do it myself." But Rick Jones was ready to come out with the shovel. He is a former super senior golfer of New York State.
Wait. Who was with? Oh, Rick Jones
Rick
from.
Jones.
Oh, yes, of course. I know Rick. Of course.
Very good.
Oh, a great golfer in the Central New York sections here. All right, so you're on your so next month. So you're going to take a break today, but come on, you're not going to play the rest of the month if you don't have to, are you?
No, if there's an opening, I see a couple spots of 40 degrees. If the snow comes down a little bit, I can get out. If the sun's out, I'll go out.
All right. Make sure you have Perry join you maybe in February. I will come out with the cameras.
I'll go.
Okay.
I told Ken, call me.
I hear Perry's got strong hands. He can probably help.
Yes. He'll have gloves on him, though.
I mean, that was really, come on. Nobody's ever done that before. It was pretty observant of him. Now, I do have large hands for a small guy.
What are you going to say? You have Jack Nicklaus hands or Arnold Palmer?
No, but I don't know what he meant. But here's another gentleman there.
He knows you're a golfer. He knows you're a golfer.
No, he never. I don't think he did because I said, well, I have a show and I'd like to give you a quick shout out. But anyway, thank you. Anyway, Ken, we want to congratulate you on your 192nd month. And it is probably going to be a record. And by the way, there are other records in Central New York. For example, Ken's buddy plays over 300 times a year. Did he play over 300 in this last season?
Yeah, Mark Regan, he plays over 300. He's
Mark.
Still going.
We know Mark at Drumlins.
Yeah. And another guy, Jim Cody, I believe he has 9 years in now, playing every month.
He's got 9, but not you.
Yep.
You have 16. I mean, it's going to be a long
Barry,
time.
is this a Guinness Book of World Record? I know we know locally. How do you get it certified? Who's looking into that for this guy?
It would have to be locally because there are too many other variables with weather conditions. But locally, nobody.
Okay.
I mean, it would have to be in let's say we'd have to do it in Onondaga County. That's what we'd have to say.
We have that.
Huh?
He's got to have that.
Well, he's got that, and plus the other 4 or 5 counties around it. But no, you have to be. You have to be Bob Kurtz if you want to get a Guinness World Record.
Yes,
hey, Ken,
Bob.
how about
Yes, sir.
1,850 holes in 1 week?
I don't think I could take it.
Yeah, 1 week we'd be dead. Hey, listen, have a great weekend, all right?
You both too.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
There he goes, Ken Walzak, Merry Christmas. There he goes. Okay, we're going to take a short break and coming right back. Everybody hold on, News Radio 570 WSYR. Well, there we go. All right, we have some Christmas music. But
That's
I still
Christmas? Harry, I give you one small project.
I want hello. I want Jose Feliciano.
No.
I want to wish you a Merry
Harry,
Christmas.
don't steal thunder. Next week is our Christmas show.
All right.
Okay?
So, yeah.
When we sing a little bit.
I'm going to bring my own recordings. I'm going to put them. I'm going to play them on my iPad.
But next week's our annual Christmas show.
Yes, it's the annual Christmas show. We're going to have Mr. Joe Convertino Sr. on, if you don't mind.
Well, we'll have hopefully I was good this year.
No, we want a critique of the company.
Okay.
26 years for CH Insurance in Central New York, folks, and 26 years for Tea Time with the Pronoun. All right, Joe, we got to get to our first guest. He's not a guest. He's a regular.
Guest.
All right, this is the On the Green Report with the Kenster, Ken O'Neill.
Thank you, Perry, and hello, everyone. The Grant Thornton Invitational returns for the third year with the round 1 beginning yesterday at Tigorian Golf Club. Last year's winners, Patty Tavatanakit and Jake Knapp, are looking to defend their title at the mixed team co-sanctioned event between the LPGA and PGA Tour. A unique format will see 16 teams featuring global stars paired from both tours across 3 rounds of distinct formats, including scramble, foursome, and modified 4-ball. This year's field has a combined 137 LPGA Tour and PGA Tour career victories, with 9 of those wins coming in 2025. There are 10 major champions in the field, including this year's U.S. Women's Open champ. A total of 7 different countries will be represented in Naples. The team of Lexi Thompson and Wyndham Clark and Michael Brennan and Charlie Hull lead after the first round. Both teams scorching 17 under 55s in the opening scramble format. Some of the teams, Lydia Coe and Jason Day, Lillian View and Tony Fino, Nellie Corda and Denny McCarthy, and Jessica Corda and Bud Cawley. Those are all in this year's tournament. And that is a look around the Green Report. I'm Ken O'Neill. Good morning, Perry.
Hey, Kister, good morning, and hope you have a wonderful week. Next week is a Christmas show, so we got to come up with some Christmas. Find something about Christmas that you can talk about
Christmas
next week.
and golf.
Christmas and golf, yeah, and with Jose Feliciano. Do you remember him?
Of course.
Was he a scratch golfer?
Yeah.
Holy Feliciano. He was a scratch golfer.
Yeah, it's Jose Feliciano. Yes, he was a scratch golfer. No, don't you remember Jose Feliciano? I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yes.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Is next weekend the father-son?
Who?
The father-son tournament back at Tiburon. What do they call that tournament? Where Tiger played with his kid.
Yes. They don't call it his father-son anymore. Some generic term.
Yes, it's something. Right. But we'll ask Tom Gorman.
Hey, Kenster, we'll talk to you later. Have a great weekend.
Bye, Ken.
Oh, there he goes, Ken O'Neill. Okay, our next guest is on the line, aren't they, Dominic? All right, I thought so. What's this here? It says, special holiday offer for Joe Convertino and the Tea Time audience. Okay, to tell us about the special offer to Joe Convertino Jr.
So the Tea Time listeners are going to get a discount of something.
Yes, Dr. Holly Noun. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning. Are you staying warm out there?
No. That's easy. That's easy. If I can answer questions.
Holly, before I got to give me 30 seconds. So I pick up the dog last night. Linda's away. I pick the dog up, bring her to our house. My daughter's friend's Alyssa. Pick up the dog. Someone says, "You're on the show tomorrow, right?" And I said, "Yeah." What's that BEMER all about? This is the father. Shout out to John Englert and Casanova. What's that BEMER? Does it work? I go, well, let me tell you, I've been away for 3 days and I'm a little, I feel good, but I don't feel right. So I did send him a little link to him and his daughter, Colleen. So what a timing thing for you.
Hey, John, I got one better, John. Get a pencil, John, if you're listening. It's area code 401-330-9971. There you go, John. 401-330-9971.
What a shout out.
Call the doctor yourself. Okay, Doc.
Okay, Doc.
Now, you've got some kind of a special for Joe Convertino, haven't you?
I do. Well, I got to say, since we have given out my contact information, I've so enjoyed talking with the listeners that have called and had wonderful questions. And it really made me think, for this Christmas season, any of your listeners, including you, Joe, anybody that calls and orders a unit between now and Christmas, I'm going to add into the package the travel bag.
No.
It is, yep, it is, everybody should be traveling with their unit. And Joe, you were away for 3 days. You could have brought it with you.
Yes, but no, last year when I went to Florida for a little bit, didn't have that thing, and I complained, and I did get a travel bag for someone got it for me. Barry.
Do you have the orange?
I finally got it. Yes, thank you.
Oh, you finally got it. Well, that's the orange bag.
I like it.
Listen,
I like it. Medically necessity, right? Or what do they call that? Medical.
It's a medical device. You don't have to pay for it on the plane. You bring it with you.
But I still had it through the system, and it beeped, and I had to pull it out. But it's okay.
You didn't put it through the system to go in the.
Yeah, you still have to put stuff through. I think maybe not.
You do, yes.
You do.
Oh yeah.
And you just tell them it's like a computer.
No,
Correct.
you tell them it's a medical device.
A medical device.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, Doc. That is good. Travel bag. Is it CH Insurance logoed?
No. No. But that travel bag is not exactly a little pouch. You know what I mean?
Nice. It's not nice.
It's a nice travel bag.
Yes, it is.
And it fits. It fits all of the all of the accessories to the BEMER as well.
Yes.
They have their own
Yes,
little
it does.
compartment. I'm not traveling without it. I don't go home without it. I don't travel without it. That's better. I'm better off doing that.
There you
I
go.
don't travel
And you
without it.
bring it in the car, Dad.
Yeah.
You have it in the car, so you're right. You don't leave home without it.
I don't leave home without it either.
You really don't. It's in your car.
Yeah, I can
you
use it
actually put it when we're driving.
on my shoulder. I can do it on my neck,
I'm
on my
not
back.
that bad, Perry.
Huh?
I'm not that crazy with it.
Well,
But I like it. When I miss it, I don't know. Tell our listeners real quick, not just golf listeners, just everybody in general, how this helps them feel. It's not just for golfers.
No, it's absolutely not for golfers. People are using it all over the world. And look, it improves your microcirculation, improves the flow of blood in your body. With more oxygen, you feel better and your body works better. It's as simple as that. It really, really, truly is. Someone asked me the other day, hey, what does that thing do? Because I brought it to
They say the
school.
same thing to me. And
yeah,
I
but listen,
kind of,
I got to interrupt you because we got a hard break. I'm very
Oh,
sorry,
okay,
Doctor,
go.
but I want to thank you
What a
about
special,
about
baby.
the offer. Yes. Hey, Wilson, we're going to come back at next segment. Have a nice weekend. News Radio 570 WSYR. This isn't Christmas music.
jingle bells,
Jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle bells. All right,
Perry,
there we go.
shouldn't
There
be
we
singing,
go.
though.
Huh?
We got to have that music. Tom's going to be mad, our next
That
guest.
Tom's mad now.
God.
Tom's already mad. I can hear it now from Port St.
He
Lucie,
told
Florida.
us last week, put Christmas music on.
He did. Hey, Tom, we're gonna fine iHeartRadio $1,000. Good morning, Tom.
I'm here, Perry.
Okay.
I'm glad Christmas is around the corner. We're not listening to some of that hip hop crap. In other words, there's some nice Christmas carols at this time you can play, like Silent Night
Right.
and stuff like that.
Tom, I give him one
Crosby,
small
Bing
project.
Bing Crosby.
Bing, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely, Joe. You got it right. Tell him to get his act together, will you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, listen. Now, tell us, I sent you a little text message. I was going to do it last night and I forgot. I apologize. I know there's not much going on because if I told you about any of the scores, you'd care. Nobody cares anymore about this time of year. This is really sort of like the only off season that they have, right?
Yeah, they got the tour qualifying coming up in December. 11th to the 14th, a lot of guys going to lose their cards, and so they got to go back to Q school, some name players.
Yeah, I know. They're right on the bubble. But can you think of any stories when you were on the tour schedule where some of the maybe the more memorable stories that you can remember? I know you've mentioned Rory McIlroy, and I know that have you ever been on a situation where Phil Mickelson or Tiger, you give us a little background on some of the ins and outs of Phil Mickelson. Let's go to Phil Mickelson. Some people love him and some people don't. Have you had any experiences with him?
Well, I walked 18 holes with him, so I spent 5 hours on the golf course with him. If the camera's on, Phil is great. Off the camera, well, he's not quite the same person. It's all about Phil. Phil loves himself, and that's the way it is. He's not that bad a person, but his attitude is a little different. When the camera's on, it's like you think he's God's gift. But it changes. But I've got a multitude of stories. I just want to mention one fact here that's going to play out that Dustin Johnson is elected to play in the Dubai Classic with Rory and some of the others, and it's a DP World Tour event, so I would think he's on LIV. And Dustin Johnson, a lot of people forget he won 26 times on the tour plus a couple majors, so that's a little bit of a news that some of these guys are going to start playing where they're not eligible to play the PGA Tour on the off weeks from Dubai, from LIV, that they might play on the DP World a little bit.
Well,
I just wanted to mention. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that. But
listen, that's a great point. But that's because they're going to start to get those World Tour points to get them into the majors.
Perry, no kidding. You're so smart this morning. I can't believe it. In other words, I'm glad you got that. You know.
Yeah, he's had his Wheaties. He'd had his Wheaties. Has it?
But
aren't some of the contracts coming up though from Liv where they're thinking of coming back?
Well, Brooks Cup is one. He's the last 4 majors he's played in. He's stunk, and he's got 100. They gave him 120 million, and so we'll see what happens with players like that might want to come back and play in this country. In other words, they grab the cash, and we'll go from there. But I want to get to a couple of these stories, Perry, because they're pretty good. So, you mentioned Rory's name, and I got a couple of Rory stories. The key one was at Kiawah Island, and he ended up winning the tournament. But Perry hit his ball in the tree. All right, and if you can identify the ball in the tree, all right, then you can declare it unplayable and drop it underneath where it's unplayable. And what happened was, when we found the ball in the tree, Rory's caddy was climbing the tree, and if he shakes that ball out of the tree before he declares it unplayable, then he's got to replace it back in the tree. Well, which probably would have been impossible where the ball was in the tree, and then he would have to play the ball, and he'd have been playing from a wrong place, and he'd have got a 2-shot penalty. So we saved him at least 1 shot, in other words, by declaring the ball first, that it was unplayable. Then you can take it out, from out of the tree.
Aha, I got it. All right. So you declare it. So the best deal is declared unplayable immediately, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Is that what Phil did in one of the opens, Tom? Remember he said, don't go down there, and he dropped up near the red stake. Is that similar? Remember that one tournament?
Well, what his ball was is they both hit it in might have been San Diego or
down in a ravine. Yes, in a ravine, way down.
Well, what happens was he wanted to play his provisional. He wanted to declare the ball lost because if they found it down in there, he would have had to play it out of there, and it would have taken him a year to get out of that ravine. So he'd have rather take the 2-shot penalty and move on because his provisional was in the middle of the fairway. If he went down in the ravine, I mean, who knows what he may have got bitten by a snake down while he was down there or something,
But do they have to look, at least, is the rule, even if it's down there, you don't
No,
need
you
to.
don't have to look. No.
Wow.
And what happens is sometime in match play, the opponent will go look for it, hoping that he can find it sometime.
Yes. No, declared unplayable. Bingo.
Ooh.
That's it. That ends it.
Yeah, and then a couple other quick stories before we go, Perry. I had Patrick Reed at the Masters, and he's a jerk, and he hit it in the woods on the 18th hole, and that's the dog leg around the corner, and he's got the 22 gigantic trees in his line, and he knows there's a scoreboard up to the right of the green, and he wants to take interference for an immovable obstruction, the scoreboard, and obviously I said, Patrick, really? So obviously he got denied relief, but it's funny how they'll push you to the limit, in other words.
Yes, they will.
Well, how did he push your buttons, though, Tom? What do you mean? What did he say to you?
Well, he says, I know there's a scoreboard up there, and you know the rule. He's like I'm treating you like a dummy. In other words, yeah, you know the rule, and I get relief. And I said, yeah, you got to be able to play reasonably, and it's definitely in your line. I mean, he'd had to cut down a dozen trees to get to that scoreboard. You might have seen a glimpse of it through the trees, Joe.
Wow. Yeah.
But the one of the best ones though it happened at Wingfoot, and I got a call on Jeff Sluman, and he's under a tree, and he wanted to know if he gets a hole in the ground under the tree, in other words, and I questioned because Jeff weighs what did he weigh, like 110, right? and whether it was a woodchuck hole or not, so I crawled under the tree and I put my foot where he was standing, and of course my foot went into the ground about a foot. So I said, "Yep, Jeff, you get released, no problem."
And he won that year, correct?
No, he didn't win, but he finished high at Wingfoot that year. But that was interesting, where it was questionable whether I was going to give him relief until I got in there, and it was definitely it was a woodchuck hole that some grass had grown over it, and so once I stepped there, I weighing twice as much as him. In other words, so I can go on and on, but those are a couple of those stories.
Yeah, great stories. And Jeff Sluman, as you know, from the Rochester area, close friends with both Tom and Don Christian and Ronnie Mack in Rochester, and he was I guess I refer to Jeff more like a Tom Kite type player. Steady Eddie. He's always there. He's in the hunt. Does he win all the time? No, but they're right there. They made a great living on tour.
Right.
Both Tom Kite.
Late 80s, right, for Sluman?
Yes.
Late 80s or 90s.
He won one major, which, I'm trying to think in Oklahoma, I can't recall, but he won one major, and Jeff Sluman, I mean, he had a very uncomplicated swing, but he wasn't the greatest putter. Craig Harmon worked with him, on his swing and everything, and, he never hit it out of play, Perry. He's like you, down the middle all the time.
Yeah, but what? Yeah, we like anyway. Tom, great stuff. We look forward to talking to you next week for the Christmas show.
All right, very good, guys, and don't forget Silent Night next week.
Yes, we'll have it for you.
Bing Crosby.
I'm writing it down.
We want some upbeat mute Christmas music. Silent Night is beautiful. That's to go to a concert, folks. We'll be right back. News Radio 570 WSYR. Oh boy. There we go.
Country Western, where are my cowboy boots?
Those are for Christmas trees. That's what you play that music when you go looking for a Christmas tree, which we used to do on Christmas Eve. The Noun family went to buy a Christmas tree on Christmas Eve, not 2 days before Christmas Eve, not 4. One Christmas Eve, we went out and bought the tree. Nothing was in the house.
After dinner or before dinner?
After.
So it had to be late, like 8 o'clock?
Well, it was probably 6:30 or so. But we'd
bring it home and decorate.
Bring it home, and then it was, my mom and dad put it up in the living room on the stand with nothing on it. And then we used to come down as kids, and then all of a sudden the tree is lit and all the presents are under it with a bare tree. And that's the first thing we saw in the morning. Then we got, as we got older, then we started to decorate the tree. Always Christmas Eve.
Why no decorations or lights?
How do I know? It's kids.
Is that a Greek tradition?
Well, think about that. If you're a little kid, 5, 6 years old, and there's a bare tree.
Did you carry that to your family?
Yeah, of course.
You did?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Wow.
We don't do anything. I don't decorate nothing. Now, as you get older,
now it's a fake tree. Two or three fake trees in your house.
Do we have our guest on? Oh, we do have our guest on. Well, then I would like to introduce our guest officially. Our next guest is the Central New York PGA recent inductee as the Golf Professional of the Year in 2025. Now, who is that? Do you know who it is?
That's our main man,
That's your main man, the main
Dennis
man.
Estes.
Dennis Estes.
From the Cavalry Club.
From the Cavalry Club.
Wow.
Good morning, Dennis.
Hey, good morning, guys. Happy holidays to you both.
How are you? Did we have to get you up early, or did those boys get you up?
Oh, I was up at 5:30 with those two crazy boys. They're the big thing right now is finding the elves. So as soon as their eyes open, they're waking us up, and we got to go find those elves.
Well, I'm sure they found the elves with Calvary merchandise.
Oh, absolutely.
On them.
Oh, well, with Calvary merchandise,
you get it. His pro shop.
Oh, you don't sell any CH Insurance logo shirts, do you?
They're coming.
Not yet. If we keep getting plugged.
Holy smokes.
Trey will have them over.
Well, I want to tell you, both Joe and I were at the holiday party, the annual awards party at Drumlin's, and your acceptance speech was excellent. I want to tell you, you were articulate, you were sincere, you thanked everybody you had to thank. It was a wonderful acceptance speech, Dennis.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, you don't win this without a ton of really, really good people around you. And, my name's on it, but it's certainly as much a reflection of the hard work of a bunch of people around me as it is me. So they deserve their moment, too, and it was really cool, really awesome to get that recognition in front of all those people.
Yep. Well, it was good. That was your first appearance at the
Yes,
at the banquet,
yes. You attend that every year, correct?
Yeah, well, Jack Conger had, I think, 2 full tables.
You might have had 2 tables.
He had 2 full tables there.
Jack was awesome, and one of those tables was all Calvary members, guys that he teaches, that he was able to sneak in so that we had a good presentation and representation in the room of everybody. So that was super cool, and thanks again to Jack for that. That was an awesome treat.
Yep. Well, hopefully we're going to be able to get to Jack after you. Unfortunately, we were going to have Ruth Wittig, who was the recent inductee into the Central New York PGA, but her mom was there. I don't know if you remember, the 92-year-old came right out of the nursing home, and she said, I'm going to go there, and then unfortunately, a couple of days later, she had a heart attack.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least she got to see that event.
Yeah, and she got to see it. Yeah. She got to see her daughter.
That was an honor.
Yep, accept it. And so, but you haven't been in the section that long, so you've made quite an impression, Dennis.
Yeah, this is just wrapping up year 6 at Calvary. So we've made a lot of changes and some big strides here, and lucky enough that some people are starting to take notice. I mean, the golf course is spectacular, as you guys have got to experience, and we're really excited about where things are going.
Yeah, we call it, Perry, the new and improved Calvary Club. Membership is full. It's been awesome. Yeah. How is the membership looking forward into 26?
We're awesome. We're, as you said right there. We'd probably take a couple more if people inquired, but we're basically full at this point, and for the first time since, the 90s.
Wow.
So yeah, it's
what
we're
a great
as healthy
thing.
as we've ever been, and it's so awesome.
Right. So Perry, there's room for you. You have some pull.
There you
with
go.
Dennis. You have some pull with me and Dennis if you want to join.
If I want to join cavalry,
yes,
I can't afford to join. Besides, I have to carry my clubs. I would never store my clubs anywhere.
Yeah,
my clubs have to be with me. Somebody might ask me, Perry, I have to go away for 2 days. Do you want to come? I said, where are you going? Oak Hill. Let's go.
Let's go.
I got to go. I have to have my clubs with me. No, it's like have gun will travel. If I don't have my golf clubs with me, I'll never be able to. No, I can't go to just one club. I can't.
Okay.
I need my clubs.
You need clubs and you need hot showers.
yes, I need hot showers. Oh, listen, I'm not going to play anywhere unless I shower.
We know that, Perry.
And by the way, Cavalry has a wonderful locker room.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, and the showers are excellent. A lot of hard spray. I can tell you that on the scale, it's sort of like an 8.7 for me on the scale.
Oh, that's good.
That's high praise.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We
well,
can
thanks,
thank our
Dennis.
man Jerry Puma for that one.
Yes.
The what? Oh, Jerry Puma. Who's Jerry Puma?
He's our phenomenal locker room guy that joined us last year.
Oh, yes.
You got to have that famous person in that locker room.
I never had the but he wasn't there until I didn't go back to play. But I know he's there. I lost track of Jerry's last name. When you mentioned Jerry, he used to be at Lakeshore.
Yes.
He was at Lakeshore.
Yes.
Is Jerry a great guy or what?
Great guy. I met him a couple times, but he must have got to know you, Perry, pretty good.
Yeah, we did. We had a lot of nice conversations about
awesome.
baseball and the good old days in Syracuse. Because he's historically, Lakeshore members, judges, attorneys, big time over the years.
Insurance agents.
Why you never belonged there?
No, but I wanted you to bring up another industry.
Oh, Okay.
Well,
Hey,
Dennis, Merry Christmas, my friend. We'll see you Friday
you
night
too.
at the Christmas party.
Yes, thank you guys. I really appreciate you having me on and being there that night to support all the CNY PGA professionals. So
Okay.
thank you both.
All right. Thank you. There he goes. Okay, our best Central New York PGA Golf Professional of the Year. Thank you. Okay, so listen, Jack Conger, if you're listening, get your pencil and call 315-421-9797. Jack Conger, SOS, 315-421-9797, because we can't get you on your line.
He's out. Where is he? Phoenix?
He's in Phoenix, yes.
Why is he up this time? It's 5 a.m.
He wakes up at 5 a.m.
To do what? Think golf? Think about teaching. I bet you he's
not teaching.
Thinking about
he
teaching.
has coffee. He says he has coffee.
Oh, wow.
That's okay.
Wow.
We've got some time to talk. Keep trying, Dominic, and see if we can't get him.
What a holiday tradition you had, Perry. I love that.
The what?
I loved your tradition.
What
as
tradition?
A kid.
Oh.
And then you came down to presents.
Well, there were 4 of us upstairs.
Correct.
And we would all go. I started going down head first. We didn't walk down. I went down the stairs head first, crawled with my hands. We crawled
Be real
down
quiet.
Yes,
you
we
wouldn't
were
wake
quiet.
the parents up, right?
No, and we get to the plateau. There's one little plateau after about 6 or 7 steps, and we'd all sit there. And there's the tree. We could actually see the tree all lit up with all the presents, and that's the first time we saw that.
And you knew Santa Claus came?
We knew Santa Claus came that night.
Wow.
That's how they did
What
it.
a great tradition.
All right, so let's get back to our.
He's on.
He's on, but they called one more time and we got him. So he's in Phoenix, Arizona. And by the way, Phoenix, Arizona itself is dry. The air is dry out there, and I have sinus issues. I remember going to spring training with 12 handkerchiefs. Every place I went to play, I had to bring 12 handkerchiefs, except Arizona. Never used a handkerchief in Arizona. Mr. Jack Conger, 4-time Teacher of the Year in the Central New York PGA, and as well respected a professor of golf in Central New York as anyone. Good morning.
Hi, Gary and Joe, good morning. It's a little chilly outside right now. I'm outside, so I don't wake anybody up. It's pretty dark, but it's still warmer than Syracuse has right now, I guess.
Now, Jack, is this a business trip or golf professional teaching trip?
This is a trip. I'm with my wife. Her best friend's son's getting married. We didn't bring our clubs. We just are just relaxing and getting ready for, the big push after the holidays for teaching. So, relaxing and just attending a wedding with some friends.
Nice. So
A
he's a
wedding.
little R&R.
Yes.
You know,
And you're on the 18th hole, right behind the 18th hole. You sent me a beautiful picture this morning. I think you got it too, didn't you?
you got it. Yeah, what a great photo.
Yeah, we went to TPC yesterday. They're putting up all the skyboxes for the tournament, which is in February. It's a waste management tournament, and they start putting them up in October 1st. It's a big production because it's the biggest show on earth. They have the most attendee spectators in golf in the world, and over 4 days. And what a project! We had lunch there and we walked around.
Oh, that's awesome.
Really
That's the
cool
famous
place.
16th hole, right? The par 3 where
Yes.
there's probably
yes,
how many
course.
people? 25,000 at that one hole?
Yeah, they get like one day 100,000 people, which some tournaments takes 4 days to get other PG events. So it's the biggest show. It's a great tournament to watch. It's different. It's just a lot of. I wanted to see the place. I played there once, but to see them putting up all the skyboxes and all was really something. It was a real treat. Yesterday.
Wow, that's cool.
So what is Heather doing now? Are you? Are we waking her up? Are you bothering her, or is she sleeping in?
No, I'm outside. It's kind of chilly.
It's kind of chilly,
But only
65
anybody up
degrees.
Oh, but
Yeah,
it warms up.
2 hours.
Yeah, but it doesn't
It's
get
supposed-
it doesn't get that cool, does it?
No, it's not bad. I think it went down to 45 tonight, and it's going up to 80 today.
80. But can you imagine that?
But there's nothing like waking up to the sun, cup of coffee, sitting out there looking at a fairway.
True. Well, I'll tell you, Joe, the coffee's great, but it's still pretty dark here.
Okay. Well, give it another hour. Hey, next week's our Christmas show, buddy. Next week's our show. We're going to have you on.
I'm looking forward to it. And what a great week. You guys did a great job. Dennis sounded super, and we'll get Ruth on. I'm sorry to hear about her mom, but all's good. And congratulations again on another great show. And happy holidays, and we'll be talking.
You got it. Have a fun weekend.
We'll talk to you next week on the Christmas show.
You got it.
Okay.
I'll be there, sir.
Yep. Okay, Joe. Good show. We're gonna be meeting afterward, right?
Yeah, breakfast on me.
Okay, breakfast on you. Hey, Dominic, what, you want us to get out? Look at you. You're ready to press that thing. I'm looking at the number. We still got 9 seconds to go. That's plenty of time for all of us.
Have a good weekend,
Folks,
Perry.
God willing, we'll see you next week. News Radio 570 WSYR.